everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be learning how to cut this beautiful stylish jacket with an opening in front. So if it's something you would love to learn, do well to watch to the end of the video, like, share and subscribe. So let's get right into the main video. The first thing is to take our vertical measurement, and before that I'm going to be marking my button allowance of 1.5 inches. We are drafting the front pattern first, so go ahead and button allowance, you can do 1 inch, 2 inch, 1.5 inches, depends on what you want. So from the top here is my starting line and my shoulder line. I'll come down to mark my bust point, which is 9.5 inches. I will extend the point across this way. Then from the shoulder line again, I'm going to come down to mark my under bust point. For my shoulder to my under bust is 12 inches. I'm going to mark that all the way to have a straight line, and I will extend the point across. Then I'm going to come down from my shoulder line to mark my waist point, and I'm going to be using the one at the back. That is my shoulder to my waist at the back. That is what I'm going to be using, so there won't be need for us to mark our bust dart. So I will roll that line across this way. For the length of this jacket, I'm going to be making use of the whole pattern paper. We have about 18 inches. This is actually small for the length, but this is all we have. I will increase it when I'm cutting on my fabric. So this is the full length, this is the waistline, and this is the under bust and the bust line. I'm going to come to the shoulder line here, divide my shoulder by 2. My shoulder divided by 2 is 7.5. I'll mark it here. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my basic neck of 3 inches. I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the neck width. Make sure all your measurements are taken after the button allowance. So I'm going to come down here to mark my neck width depth of 3 inches, and I'm going to connect from the neck width all the way to the neck depth this way. So the next thing, we are going to mark our chest line, and to mark your chest line, you're going to divide your bust by 6, then add 1.5 inches to the measurement, and I got 7. I will extend that 7 across this way, so this line now become our chest line. On the chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here to have a straight line. I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the point we just marked on the chest line. I'm going to come to this line, divide it into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint, which is 3.5. At that point, I'll go in by ½ an inch. I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to this ½ inch. Then I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4 on the chest line. And I'm going to use my curve rule to just connect from that point into the chest line to get my armhole, like so. So the next thing, we're going to mark our dart, and to mark your dart, you're going to divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. I'll mark it on the bust line, under bust line, waistline, all the way to the full length. Then I'll connect the point together with a straight line. I'll come to the under bust line. On the center front, I'm going to be marking ½ an inch. Then on the side front, I'll mark 1 inch. But if you are a plus size person, you can mark 1.5 inches on the center front, then 2 inch on the side front. I'll do the same thing on the waistline, ½ inch on the center front, 1 inch on the side front. I'll do the same thing on the full length. Then I'll connect the point together with a straight line. Then I'm going to come down from the bust line by ½ an inch, and I'll connect with my curve rule all the way to that point this way. And I'm going to extend this line all the way to the midpoint of our armhole with my curve rule this way. You can see that our bust is coming out already. Here I'm going to be marking ½ an inch on both sides of this line, and I'm going to connect it back into the initial line with my curve rule this way. So we have succeeded in tightening this part. Then the 1 inch we took here, I'm going to replace it here so we don't have any shortage when we are sewing. I will extend this point to that 1 inch. I'll also replace the 1 inch on the chest line. Then I'll reconnect my armhole this way. So the next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'll add my sewing allowance. Come to the under bust line, divide my under bust by 4, which is 7. I'll mark it, then the 1.5 inches for that, I'll replace it, then add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4, replace the dart intake, and add my sewing allowance. So I didn't want my dart to get all the way to the hip line. I want to come up from the hip line by 2 inches. You don't have to allow your dart to get all the way to the hip line. So I'm just going to clean this point here we have on the hip line. Then I'll come up by 2 inches from the hip line. Then I will reconnect my dart this way to this 2 inch that we have. So this is what we have for our darts. But if you want, you can take your dart all the way to the hip line. Then I will impute my hip measurements here and then add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and shape my pattern. So this is what we have. The next thing is to create that slit we have in front. So I'm going to be coming in by 1 inch from our dart leg this way, and then I'm going to connect from the waist all the way to that 1 inch. It depends on where you want your slit to start from. You can come down from the waist by 1 inch, 2 inch. It depends on what you want, but I want my slit to start from the waist, so I'm going to connect from the waist all the way to this point. So this is where my slit is going to start from. So I'm supposed to extend this line all the way into the button allowance, so I'll just reconnect it this way, and I'm going to clean this first one like this. So this is going to be for the slit we have in front this way. Like I said, the length of this jacket is small. I'm going to increase it when I'm cutting on my fabric. Then for the neck, you can see that we have an opening on the neck right before the button allowance. So I'm just going to extend this line this way so that you understand what I'm talking about. If you look at the thumbnail, you see that we have like 3 inches to 3.5 inches slit before the button. So it depends on where you want your buttons to start from. So you're just going to create that slit, that opening, and then your buttons will start from there. You can see what I have. So I just went off from the chest line by 2 inches. So my slit is going to start from the neck width all the way to that point, and then my buttons will start from there. So this is basically it. I'll just cut this out. So this is what we have. Do where to, you can just, when you're cutting on your fabric, just cut that place open to have your slit. So I'll come up from here by 1 inch to give it a little bit of curve, and then I'll cut that out. And this is basically it for the front pattern. We're going to keep this aside just so we can work on the back pattern. For the back pattern, I'm already going to rule out the necessary lines I need. I'm going to come to the shoulder line, divide my shoulder by 2. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my basic neck of 3 inches. From the shoulder slope, I'm going to connect to the neck width like so. Then I'm going to mark my neck depth. I'm going to mark 1 inch for my neck depth for the back, and I'll connect from the neck width all the way to the 1 inch this way. The next thing is to mark our chest line. Divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches to the measurement, just the way we did for the front, and I will extend that point across. On the chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement just so I can have a straight line all the way from up. So I'll mark the 7.5 inches here, and then I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the point we just marked on the chest line. I'll come here to mark the midpoint of this line. At that point, I'll go in by 0.5 inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. Then I'll connect my point to have my armhole just the way we did for the front pattern. The next thing is to mark out our darts. Divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2 minus 3.5. I'm going to mark the 3.5 on all the lines all the way to the full length. I'll connect the point together with a straight line. Then on the waistline, I'm going to be marking 0.5 inch on both sides of this line. I'll come off from the hip line by 2 inches. I'll come down from the chest line by 1 inch, and then I'll go ahead and connect my darts this way. So if you want to have the princess dart on the back pattern as well, you just have to connect from here all the way to the midpoint of your armhole. But if you don't want that, you can just leave it this way. I'm just going to connect from here to the midpoint of my armhole this way. I will extend this line by 0.5 inch, and I will connect it to my armhole this way. So this is it for the back. The next thing is to impute our round body measurement. I've already marked my bust. I will add my sewing allowance. Come to the waistline, mark my waist measurement, replace the 1 inch for that, then add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the full length, mark my hip measurement, and then add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and connect the points together. And this is basically it for the back pattern. It's very simple. I'm going to come up from here by 1 inch to give it a bit of curve, just the way we did for the front. And this is it. We're just going to go ahead and cut this out. And this is basically it for the tutorial. It's a very simple tutorial. So this is all we have for today's tutorial. If you find this video helpful, do well to like, share and subscribe. If you have any question, anything you don't understand, do well to drop it in the comment section and I'll do well to attend to it. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and I will see you in my next video.